into that busy world. Veronica Acosta will explain some of the Independence Day events that are planned. We have Colette Bordelon at DIA, keeping an eye on the skies. Jason has the roads covered. Let's start with meteorologist Lisa Hidalgo, though, because we could see some storms to kick off the holiday weekend.
We could, yeah. Those afternoon storms are going to be, well, with us through the weekend. I'll show you the timing of them here over the next few days coming up. But as you're stepping out the door this morning, we're in the 50s and 60s. Lakewood 62 right now, Broomfield 61, Aurora and Centennial in the upper 50s right now. Here's a look at your highs. We're going to climb into the low to mid 80s here across northeastern Colorado. So it's going to be a pretty mild day for us today. Denver right around 80. So it's about 5-7 degrees below normal. 60s and 70s for the mountains. Expecting storms to start developing first in the high country here by midday, and then by early afternoon those will start to push east. They'll clear out tonight, and then we'll see the same kind of a pattern tomorrow. Very typical, Jason, this time of year. Sunshine in the morning, storms in the afternoon. It does look like it's going to clear out, though, for the 4th of July. We'll take a closer look at that coming up.
Well, that's good. Right now we have a good drive going on in the high country. I've been watching that pretty closely. So far, not seeing any travel time delays on this westbound side. So far, a little bit of increased traffic passing the Buffalo Herd Overlook. Make sure you give them a wave when you pass them. The eastbound side looks good. The drive time up there right now looks just fine as well. About an hour or so to or from at least the Silverthorne area. No problems for us up to the west side of town, but it's here on 225. From the camera back here at Parker Road, you see how heavy the traffic is. There's a left lane crash right across from the Kennedy Golf Course before you get to Yosemite, and that's what's adding to this big time slowdown. You see it's the heaviest drive by far, at least 20 minutes in there, and it's going to be the toughest traffic jam to get through. It is a little slow, obviously, through that lowered section of I-70, but no construction over the holiday weekend. We're not going to see any construction statewide all the way through Tuesday.
Well, if you do have plans to travel this weekend, maybe to one of our campsites or national parks, be prepared for heavy traffic on the roads and big crowds out at the airport.
Yeah, we just checked FlightAware, and we are starting to see more delays out there. 65 delays right now and 16 canceled flights. Denver 7's Colette Bordelon is live at DIA. And how are the security wait times right now, Colette?
Security wait times aren't as bad as we've seen them this morning. It's not really too many people right now in line here at the South Security Checkpoint. But Nicole, I heard you say you're staying at home to watch Stranger Things, and I could not agree more. That is my only game plan this holiday day weekend. But if you look at these lines here at security, you can see that they are still moving fairly quickly. Right now, though, on Fly Denver, which is where you can check all of those security wait times for whichever one you want to use, South Security is estimated around 18 minutes. But it's looking like it's moving a little bit quicker than that. Bridge Security, which is that one upstairs, that's personally my favorite. That one's around 12 minutes. North Security at around 16 minutes. Now, DIA has been working with TSA to try and make this as easy of an experience as possible. You don't need to add any stress for your travel day. I know that well. So one of the things they did is actually making sure that you can have different lines on both sides. I'll let you hear exactly what their game plan was.
Recently, what we did is we added a limited number of standard screening lanes to the north checkpoint and a limited number of pre-check lanes to the south checkpoint, giving passengers more options to access the appropriate screening lane.
And I'm sorry if I just told everyone about the best kept secret with Bridge Security. Sorry about that to my producer, Josh. But it is supposed to be one of the busiest travel weekends out here. So more than 1.2 million people expected to be passing through this airport over the course of this weekend. So that's through Tuesday, that 1.2 number. Busiest days, though, today and yesterday, with over 200,000 people going through DIA. And these are some of them, and they're all in a pretty good mood out here this morning. No real frowns, especially if you're headed off for an exciting travel weekend.
Oh yeah,
live at DIA. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
I'm sure they have exciting plans, and you and I will be at home watching TV. Thanks for making me feel better about myself, Colette.
Always at home.
While the national average price for gas is dropping, Colorado's is not. According to AAA, right now our average is at $4.91 a gallon. The national average is now lower at $4.84 a gallon. And record high gas prices are not stopping people from taking road trips.
There is so much pent-up travel demand because of the pandemic that even high prices on everything from airfare to gas to hotels to car rentals is not slowing down travel demand.
AAA says a lot of people are driving, but then just picking cheaper options for lodging and food to offset the costs.
Speaking of staying home, as we take a live look over Civic Center Park, there's a celebration there scheduled for this weekend. Much quieter right now than it was for yesterday's Avs Championship Parade. 500,000 people out there. Crews will be back out at the park today to get it ready once again, though. Denver 7's Veronica Acosta joins us live. We go from Stanley Cup party to birthday party for America.
That's exactly it. We just wrapped up that massive celebration yesterday at Civic Center Park, and if you thought it was gonna be a break of a weekend, that's not really the case, because there's that celebration for the 4th of July, which is actually happening on Sunday. So Denver park crews are going to be out there both today and tomorrow, really cleaning up and setting up for that exact day again on Sunday. Officials expect it to be a pretty big celebration, but of course not as big as what we saw yesterday. They say food trucks will be on site. There will be music that's expected to start at 6. As for the star of the show, we know that of course is going to be the fireworks, and those will be going from 9:15 to 9:30.
So everybody's favorite July 3rd tradition took a 2-year break, but it is coming back into the park on July 3rd. We'll have the symphony. We just booked local artist Dragon Deer. Will perform in front of the symphony. Music has always been part of that July 3rd experience, and we're excited to bring it back.
So all of that happening on Sunday, not on Monday. That's a big reminder there. And gates open for everyone who wants to attend at 4 in the afternoon. In Denver, I'm Veronica Acosta, Denver 7.
Veronica, also a reminder this 4th of July weekend, many cities and counties have completely banned fireworks out of our fire concern and our drought situation. Here are a few shows that are still on. It starts with Lafayette tomorrow on the 2nd. And then on Sunday, the city of Denver, as we mentioned, and Littleton will have their fireworks shows. Aurora's annual 4th of July Spectacular returns on Monday, and we have a full list of activities right now on our website, thedenverchannel.com. CDOT is also preparing for the holiday weekend. This digital projection will be on display near Coors Field for Friday night's Rockies game. Just reminding everyone to buckle up all weekend. CDOT will also have ramped up enforcement across the state to try to prevent any traffic fatalities over the weekend.
Well, if you're hosting your own 4th of July party, keep an eye on who's drinking alcohol. Denver 7 reporter and attorney Jessica Crawford is diving into social host liability.
Parties are supposed to be fun, but they can take a turn for the worst when drinking goes too far. And if you're the one hosting the party, that could lead to legal problems that could cost you big. Fireworks aren't the only thing people buy for Independence Day. According to Wallet Hub, Americans will likely spend $1.4 billion on alcohol for the 4th of July. That's a lot of booze. And if you're serving it up at your party, you could face a legal risk civilly. Social hosts could have to pay for the damage if they knowingly serve alcohol to a person under the age of 21, and that results in the minor causing bodily injury or property damage to someone else. For example, that young person drives off and gets in a car crash.
Some of the practical reasons is that we know that minors aren't as equipped to make proper decisions, and so that's why there's a responsibility for adults when it comes to the behavior of minors. And in regards to the safety risk, you don't want people who are drinking to be driving.
You could face criminal charges too. If you encourage a minor to break the law, you could be charged with delinquency of a minor, which can be a felony in some cases. Something to keep in mind beyond the holiday weekend, minors in Colorado are only allowed to drink alcohol if they're in a private place like a home with consent from their parents. In the newsroom, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.
Thousands of Avalanche fans flooded into downtown Denver yesterday. This was awesome to see as we celebrated our Stanley Cup champions.
Oh, it was a sea of burgundy and blue out there, and the city of Denver says it took a lot of planning and prep work to make this all possible.
People really wanted and needed this celebration today, and I am really proud and happy that the city and county of Denver could do it for everyone. It's been a rough couple of years. So I just think this is a great opportunity to bring everybody down and, really just kind of reassure folks that Denver's returning back to how it was in the before times.
Yeah, the city didn't have to start from scratch. They had a parade just 6 years ago when the Broncos won the Super Bowl.
Well, throughout the parade yesterday, we saw Avs defenseman here, number 4, Bo Byram, interacting with the fans, but if you watch closely, police mistook him for a fan that may have jumped the gates and gotten into the parade by mistake, so they tried to detain him and send him back over the fence line, but he's like, no, I'm a player. I'm supposed to be out here. So he was having a lot of fun. He just turned 21 years old, but he is already a Stanley Cup champion. Pretty cool. If you did not get a chance to make it out to the Avs Victory Parade yesterday, there is another chance to see players this weekend. The Dick's Sporting Goods store at Park Meadows will host autograph signings with both defenseman Erik Johnson and captain Gabe Landeskog. Erik Johnson will be at Dick's tomorrow from 3 to 5. Although wristbands will be handed out early at 9, Landeskog will be there on Sunday from 1 to 2:30, and wristbands will be handed out at 10.
Up next, thousands of Coloradans could see their student loan debt erased. Who would qualify if our state attorney general's plan moves forward? And the Supreme Court has weighed in on greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S., the impacts environmentalists say it will have on our state.